Hey guys, welcome back to SudokuManiacs. So today we are going to take a look at another puzzle which is going to be part of the upcoming WPF Sudoku Grand Prix being hosted by France, and the author is Bastien. As I said yesterday, Bastien is one of the top solvers in the world and an amazing setter as well. So I'm not picking up the common variants from uh, the set per se, because most of you are already aware of how to approach and solve a common variant. So I'm looking at the uncommon ones that were there in the information booklet. So for today I picked up the zones Sudoku. So what I see, the first impression that I got, it is very similar to the pencil marks Sudoku, except that pencil marks are placed in individual cells where the possibilities can occur. Here you have multiple cells being clubbed into one set per se. So when I look at the top row, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 stretching up to the first 4 columns. So it means it's nothing extraordinary here, except that 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the pencil marks for all the 4 cells, right? Though the difference being, when you have an L-shaped figure like what we see here, I have the option 1, 2, 5, and 7. Now if it were a normal pencil mark, if I had the option 1, 2, 5, 7 here and I had 1, 2, 5, 7, there is a probability that the digit may repeat here. I can have a 1 in both the cells. However, the difference here is that if I have a 1 here, obviously 2, 5, and 7 have to occur in the remaining cells. So it's more like a combination of a pencil mark with a quadruple Sudoku, because quadruple is again another form of a pencil mark but with fixed options for pixels, right? So that was my first observation, you can call it, when I saw this puzzle. I have added a link in the description if you wish to try out this puzzle online, that is. And as always, I have created another practice puzzle for you, and that also is mentioned in the description. So you got two links to play two puzzles online if you wish, or you can simply take a screenshot from that online page and solve it on paper. Your decision. All right. So how do we proceed with this? The first thing that I notice is, okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And I have a 5, 6, 7. So to complete the row, obviously I require 8 and 9. But this 8 and 9 is part of the cage spanning up to 3 cells with the 7 included. So obviously this would be a 7. And if that's a 7, 7 cannot be anywhere else in the column 9. But this cage requires a 7 because we have 1, 2, 5, and 7, right? So this becomes my 7. And this being 3, 5, 7, the 7 goes here with 3 and 5 getting placed here. And again I have a 3, 5, 7 here. 7 cannot be here. 7 cannot be here, so that's a 7. And again I get a 3, 5. And in this box, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 cannot be here. This is the only place left for 7. And here we get a pair of 5, 6 with a 7 here. 7, 7. 7 will have to be here because this cage has to be 2, 4, and 9. Right? And so this is a 6, 7, and 8. So this is a 6, 8 because of this. This also is a 6, 8, and this gives me a 7. And by classic rule, 7, 7, 7. So we can place all the 7s in the grid at the start of the puzzle. Alright, now what next? Now, next, the 9 is locked in column 1, so this can only be a 2, 4. This becomes a 2, 4, 9. 2, 4, 9. Right? This is a 5, 6, 8, so this is a 2, 6, which eliminates the 6 from there, and I get a 5. So this is a 4, 8. Now again, 1, 2, 3, and 5 are logged here. 6 and 6, 7, 8 are logged here. So the remaining digits, just like what we did in the first row, the remaining ones are 4 and 9. That gives me a 2 here. Right? Now, this is a 139, 139, 139. Right? But when we look closely in row 5, we already got a pair of 3 and 5. So the 3 cannot be here, and it will have to be placed in the first column for row 6. And this cage being 2, 3, and 4, 3 cannot be in this. So that it becomes a 3, with this becoming a 2, 4. And with this 2, 3, we can eliminate that and we get a pair of 1, 4 there. So the 3 is logged here. I require 1, 2, 5, 7. Oh yeah. So the 5 also is logged here. So 5 cannot be a part of these two cells, right? So that is my 5. This becomes my 1, 2. And with the 2 getting logged in column 9 here, we can eliminate the 2 from these two. So the 2 has to be placed here, giving me a final 6, 8 pencil mark here. And with this 3, that's a 5, that's a 3, that's a 5, and that's a 3. And the last digits for this row are 1, 9, 1, 9. Whichever classic rules, 5 cannot be here. This has to be a 5. And in this 5, 6, and 8, I can't have a 5 here. I can't have it here. So that's a 5, which makes this 6, 8. And again, this is a pair of 6 and 8. Now for row 6, the 1 is logged in the first cage, right? So we can eliminate the 1 from here. So we get the 1s and the 2s. And that has to be a 5 and a 2 to complete row 4. And the missing digits are 4, 6, and 8. So we have a 4 and 8 here. So this is a 6, 4, and 8. And with this 4, 8, this cannot be an 8. So that's my 6 and that's an 8, which gives me a 1, 6 here. Again, this 3 and the 2 are logged here. So this also becomes a pair of 1, 4. So we have 1, 4, 1, 4. So this will be a pair of 2 and 3. And with the 3 here, that's my 2 and a 3. So with the 2, that's a 4, that's a 2, that's a 9, and that's a 4. With the 9 gone, that's a 1, that's a 9. Good progress. Now we require 1, 2, 3, and 5. 5 cannot be here, 2 cannot be here. It's a 1, 3. Now what I noticed first thing is, whichever digit comes here, it cannot be in these 3. This 3 cell cage has 4, 6, and 9. So this 1, 3 cannot be here. So whichever digit comes here will be part of row 7 in box 9. Right? But with this 3 already being there in box 7, I can't have a 3 here. So 3 will be logged in row 9 of box 9. So this will be a 1. And that's a 2 by classic rules, 5 and a 3. And that leaves me 1 and 8. Right? I'll tell you how we can do it. Now by classic rules, 3 cannot be here. So that's a 3, which gives me a 1 and a 4, which eliminates the 1. That gives me 8 and 1. So this is a 4, this is an 8. That's a 6 because we got the 1 there. So 4 and 6 we got. So this has to be a 9, which makes this an 8, a 9, a 6, and an 8, 6, and a 4. And this would become a 4 and 9. So we are making steady progress here. The missing digits were 1, 4, and 9. Alright. Now what is missing in column 6? 3 and 9. 3 cannot be here. So that's a 9 with a 3. By classic rules, 9. So that becomes a 4, 1, 4, 8, and a 4. And with the 4 here, that's a 1, that's a 4, and missing ones are 1 and 8, 6, that's a 2, 8, 8, 6. 1 is out because we got the 1 here, and that's a 9. Now this was a pretty straightforward example if you ask me. But when I look at the information booklet, this puzzle is priced at nearly 90 odd. It's a real high pointer. So I don't think the puzzle in the actual competition will be so straightforward. There could be a few variations. Like for example, here we had all the possibilities marked. That is, a 4-cell cage had 4 possibilities given. Now nowhere in the rules did it say that all the digits will be marked. So I'm just hypotheticating here. It could be that a 4-cell cage could have only 2 digits given. That is saying that these 2 digits have to be in the cage. Where and what are the remaining numbers of the cage may not be given. Also here, the cages were in straight, horizontal or vertical lines. They were not going diagonally. And again, nowhere in the rules did it say that they may not have, there is no constraint on the cages go flowing diagonally. So, I mean, these are the possibilities that may arise in the competitive puzzle. I just thought I'll have voice it out, because a really high pointer puzzle, I think this has the maximum points in that entire set. So, it's definitely not going to be as straightforward as this. But still, I did try to create a practice puzzle for you. Do give it a shot. At least some practice is always better than nothing. So if you did enjoy this video and if this did indeed give you some insights, like the video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are very close to announcing the exact date and time when we are going to have the live session with T1. So till the time I come back with your next puzzle, happy solving!